Hello everyone and welcome. On the recent Nintendo Direct, we had 4 Zelda-related announcements, with Skyward Sword HD being the biggest. Love it or hate it, at least we have confirmation more Zelda news is coming. Breath of the Wild 2 details, promised by 𝐿𝐴𝐼𝐼, trailers and more details on all of that 𝐏𝐿𝐴𝐼𝐼𝐼 DLC, and obviously more trailers for Skyward Sword HD. All coming soon. We also have some interesting rumors to cover, such as the people who first leaked the Mario Anniversary Direct, now saying to expect Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD news coming soon. And it's completely fine if you don't trust any of these rumors or leaks we have been told or we choose to report on, like Skyward Sword HD coming to Switch, having optional controls, the Zelda-themed Switch stuff, or any of the others we mentioned coming up. They've been incredibly reliable for us. I'll be talking about some of the other stuff I was told to expect for the actual Zelda 35th Anniversary Direct, what led to us posting that video about the Nintendo Direct, and some of the stuff announced in it, around the same time as the Nintendo Direct was announced, and some of the other Zelda videos we uploaded, as well as details on our big giveaway for when we reach 95,000 subscribers and 100,000 subscribers. If you've been following along with our channel, you will know that we reported on a possible Nintendo Direct coming. We even had the video discussing what proof we had for the Direct, what we could expect, and interviews with the president of Nintendo. In a bit of irony, we had the video scheduled to go up at 9, the same time we were told a Direct would be announced. But because I thought they meant 9 Pacific, not 9 Eastern, it ended up going up just a few minutes later instead of at the exact same time the Direct was announced, as planned. However, immediately after the announcement, I was told by the same person this was not the Direct he was telling me about, and he still expects a Zelda Direct soon. Now, Daniel won't let me count this as a win, so you guys comment below. I posted a tweet with a few things I was told to expect. Skyward Sword HD was announced. Hyrule Warriors Age of Clams got DLC, but instead of a trailer, 𝐿𝐴𝐼𝐼 only confirmed one would be coming at a later date. Now, not in the tweet, but in the video mentioned earlier talking about the Direct, I also mentioned Zelda-themed Switch stuff was expected, which was also revealed to be for Skyward Sword. If any of you have seen any of the videos we have made covering Skyward Sword rumors, you will know that we have been saying from the beginning that if traditional controls were optional, they would make the right analog stick be used for specific sword swings. While I personally expected Skyward Sword to come out sooner due to not thinking it would release the same year as Breath of the Wild 2, Daniel has kept saying it would be on the 10th anniversary. We still don't know for sure, but I still believe Tantalus are the developers, not Nintendo. Similar to our belief that Grezzo were behind all of those Link's Awakening rumors. If you want more on Skyward Sword HD, we have a longer discussion video that uploaded earlier today where we go in depth on every new detail and change revealed for the game, and which other changes we would like to see or we expect, including amiibo support and extra content, like how an extra dungeon and amiibo could carry over to Breath of the Wild 2 in a similar way to Twilight Princess HD. So one of the first things I was told was the rumored Zelda Direct was happening. It would have 6 or 7 different announcements. Skyward Sword HD was not a part of a trilogy, which was something we already thought wouldn't happen since demand for it alone would easily sell millions at full price by itself. And Nintendo had no need to package it with any other games, so I never thought that trilogy rumor was going to happen. Details would be revealed for Breath of the Wild 2 in a trailer, which was announced for later on. A Zelda-themed Nintendo Switch was planned, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC, a lot of new Zelda merch, similar to Mario's 35th anniversary. Grezzo was to reveal what they've been working on, but didn't say if it was a remake or a new game. It was actually a completely different email I received that literally just said, check out Grezzo. Not sure if it meant to check out the news of Grezzo hiring for a new project, or what I actually ended up discovering, which was what I posted in the video on Grezzo possibly working on 3 different Zelda games, finishing up 2, and just now hiring for a 3rd, which is something they did for the 25th anniversary, leading up to the 30th anniversary, and now we are at the 35th anniversary and they still have 2 unannounced games that remained unannounced from the huge Nintendo Direct that just happened, despite other major games being revealed. Since they first began working on Zelda, they have seemingly never stopped. Over 10 years, always starting on a new Zelda project after finishing the previous Zelda game. Sometimes, such as leading up to the anniversaries, they even have a pattern of working on 2 separate Zelda games. So with this, it is easy to assume those unannounced games they are working on are most likely Zelda. Since these Zelda announcements were split, and some of the information came out during the last Direct, the rest is expected to be announced in an actual Zelda Direct, but knowing our luck, most likely placed in other Directs, like what just happened. So why did all of this go unannounced at the big Nintendo Direct? Either what the person told me to expect from this Direct was just good luck and everything else was a lie, or I have an idea. Last year, similar leaks got out about Paper Mario, which was planned to be announced during the Super Mario 35th Anniversary Direct. Instead of keeping it there, Nintendo decided, since it was already publicly known, to just reveal it. Then the Mario Direct came later, and that's the same thing that could be happening with Skyward Sword HD. Now, we know 100% we are getting more Zelda reveals later this year, and it's likely to be part of its own Direct, as I've been told that's still happening. Most big games from Nintendo get their own Direct to sort of have a deep dive on them. 𝐿𝐴𝐼 specifically stated he would be showing off more details on Breath of the Wild 2 later this year, but for now, here's Skyward Sword, which is actually the same thing he did with Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess HD. I feel like he was even wearing the same shirt. With the promise of more Breath of the Wild 2, trailers we 100% know will be showing off 𝐏𝐿's DLC. Obviously, trailers we know will come to give more details to show off more of Skyward Sword HD, sometimes a story trailer and usually a final reveal during release. Plus, it will probably have a trailer or some sort of documentary style video, similar to Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD, that specifically goes over all of the specific changes they made, like they've made in all Zelda remakes, and whatever new additional dungeon amiibo support and everything else they will have added, like in Twilight Princess. So this is the stuff we know to expect. That alone is big enough to fill a small Direct, but now we still have those unannounced titles from Grezzo. We have the Zelda game for smartphones and tablets that was announced years ago that seems like a random Super Mario 35 or Game & Watch type bizarro thing that Nintendo would actually wait to release for the anniversary, when everyone would be the most interested in a mobile Zelda game. We also still have absolutely no idea what Monolith Soft is working on. Are they helping with Breath of the Wild 2 as they did with Breath of the Wild 1? Or was that Zelda team made official so they could work on their own Zelda project, like Grezzo and Tantalus? And what about Nintendo's 2D team? Miyamoto and 𝐿𝐴𝐼 actually confirmed they were working on a 2D Zelda game. Could Monolith Soft be making it? Or are they behind the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD rumors? I'll be posting a video in a day or two detailing what I personally believe is going on with Grezzo and the Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons games that everyone has been talking about because of those rumors. Let us know what you think in the comments below. For everyone interested in the giveaway, we're going to make it easy. We will randomly be picking 3 winners for the 95,000 subscriber goal, and 5 more winners leading up to our 100,000 subscriber goal for each additional 1,000 subscribers. All you have to do is be subscribed and comment something below about what you are most excited about with Breath of the Wild 2 or another upcoming Zelda game and mention this giveaway. If you want to be super nice, give us a follow on Twitter or join our Discord so it is not only easier to send a tweet to let you know if you won, but you can stay up to date and participate in discussions on Zelda theories, rumors, and anything else. We will most likely be giving out eShop cards as it is easier, faster, and safer than us buying a game and just mailing it to you, but we can talk about the specific details once we actually pick the winners. And of course, you are free to recommend something else if you just don't want an eShop card. That's it for now, but a lot of rumors, news, and details are slowly leaking out. So please, stay subscribed and notified, and join our Discord to make sure you stay up to date on all Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 news. And you can find our Zelda podcast, the 𝐏𝐿𝐴𝐼, here on YouTube and on iTunes, where we have had many guests who have worked on the Zelda series and have shared a lot of amazing stories about voice acting, such as Patricia Somerset voice acting as Zelda, Mike Drucker on Zelda's writing or translation team, coming up with the jokes in the game, stories behind the names of characters that he created. Please subscribe and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you. If you are a fan of our Zelda videos like this, Zelda theories, our Zelda podcast, the 𝐏𝐿𝐴𝐼 on iTunes, we would all really appreciate your support at patreon.com/gameoverjesse. That and buying our t-shirts will get you and your YouTube or Twitch a shout out every week on our 𝐏𝐿𝐴𝐼. And if you send in a photo of yourself in our gameoverjesse or 𝐏𝐿𝐴𝐼 t-shirt, we can use it for promotion at the end of some of our videos.